first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Here's a give to Lynch. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. All
right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, LaLetta. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to LaLetta. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, here's LaLetta. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, cLoWninAtWilL100's. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
cLoWninAtWilL100 on 3rd and goal. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Raiders have got him.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Darkwa. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Lawletta to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nelson's first catch. Good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They go play action here on first down. They'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run with Lynch, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
On 2nd down, here's Lawletta. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Lawletta. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one caught by Tyreek Hill, and they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Lucky 56.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, Washington looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass, incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Left.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Gone!
Throwing on third down, Loretta. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Now he'll escape to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's LaLetta now on second. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Scott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to LaLetta. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. On third down, that's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's LaLetta. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, LaLetta. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Scott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They pitch to Washington. Gets around him. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the run, Darkwa. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Loletta to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mahomes to throw on second down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start the drive with Lynch. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they're really trying to build something. Beginning of the year, they said they thought 8 wins was a number to reach to call this season a success, and this win means they got there.
I like where you went with that, building something. Not every team is going to be equipped to win 10, 12, 14 games in a season. Know your team, know your personnel. Now that they've accomplished that goal, I think they'll set their number a little bit higher in the upcoming years.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.